Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We've upgraded the shelf. We got some footballs. We got a signed helmet from the 2012 Bills. I've maxed Best Ball Mania. I got 20 DraftKings Millie Makers left. I've been doing batches of 10 at a time on my monitor. It's not fun, but we're here to win, not have fun. We got some drafters left. Today we're going to be talking about Survivor contests to begin. And then we're going to be jumping over to draft some drafters teams. We're going to look at a team I drafted on RT Sports last night, a managed league. And we're going to have a good time. Hope everyone had a great long weekend. We'll just start with the managed team I drafted last night. This is on RT Sports, which I have a promo code in the description below if you want to get signed up on RT Sports. It's managed. It's basically the FFPC that's not tight and premium. It's $500K to first. These teams are $300. My promo code will get you a $300 or $100 deposit match. Let's just look at the draft board. League. Then we go to draft room. I got the 2 spot, which, the 2 spot is good and bad. It's kind of a killer in the sense that you don't get Jamar Chase. It's good in the sense that, you get your second choice. So I went Gibbs. I've drafted 3 teams here. We went Gibbs in the first. It's not tight and premium. So we got Bowers in the second. And I tend to think of elite tight ends, elite quarterbacks as sometimes even better in managed leagues in the sense that, in best ball, you can really make up the points and volume. So, okay, Brock Bowers scores 15 in a week. Maybe you get there with like K-Dot Isaiah Likely and Hunter Henry. But in manage, you got to guess. You got to guess like, oh, is it K-Dot? Is it Hunter Henry? I don't know. And sometimes you're getting 5 points. So we got Gibbs. We went Bowers. We went Ladd McConkey. We got Tet McMillan. We almost got Ken Walker, which we definitely would have gone Ken Walker. The site is, of course, 2 running back, two wide receivers. So very running back heavy. Marvin Harrison in the 5th. And then we went Aaron Jones at the 6-7, which, the next running back off the board was Travis Etienne and Joe Mixon. So that's pretty good value to me. We went Deebo Samuel and Jordan Addison. And the ADPs on the site can be pretty wild. So, like Christian Kirk went in the 13th. I just didn't even know he was available. Hands up, didn't. Then I hit a bunch of running backs. Byshell Tootin, Ray Davis, Brian Robinson. Ray and Brian Robinson, you're hoping for an injury. Tootin, you're hoping wins the job. Went Herbert with Ladd and Justin Fields, which just need one of these guys to be great. Rashard Smith, Chris Rodriguez. Again, we're swinging upside. Romeo Dobbs seems fine. Damian Pierce, hoping that he's the starter there, which maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Malik Washington, Tyreek trade, whatever. And then ended it with 49ers D and Harrison Butker. So pretty fun team we did on RT Sports. I like it. Pretty much just need to figure out RB2, which, it's going to be Aaron Jones to start the year, right? Like our starting lineup is pretty much Gibbs, Bowers, Ladd, Tet, Marvin, Aaron Jones, Deebo. Addison will be back soon. And then, we'll figure out if any of these darts turn into anything. Next thing we're going to do here is Splash Sports Survivor Contest. If you've done a Survivor contest before, hands up in the chat, because I have not. So here it is. This is where you can play, by the way. and you can check this out at splashsports.com. It's in the US and Canada, so sorry, international folks, not for you. Oh, this is Survivor. Most of the states, other than like Nevada, pretty much Nevada's nowhere, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, some of these, the upper Midwest for whatever reason, but most of the country can play. I've never done a Survivor contest, but it's appealing to me because it's pretty much, you pick teams to win each week. And I've always wanted to do it. You'll just I can't answer all these questions. You'll just need to check. But if you want to get up and running, I do have a promo code in the YouTube description. Here, let me just copy that over. And I think if you use my promo code, you'll get $10 and I'll get $10. So we all win. Let's see. And if you've done Survivor before, speak up, because I think it's fun, man. I've never, this is the link you click. It's in the YouTube description below too. Get you a $10 deposit. The main contest here is $150. And what's very appealing to me is this is like mega overlaying right now. This is at 5245 out of 18519. So it is 28% filled right now. No, I will. No, I will not. Splash will just give you the $10. And I wish I knew about that when I signed up. I signed up without a promo. But yeah, I mean, it's 28% filled. As I understand it, if you are the last team remaining, you win $2.5 million. There is so here's the lobby. There's a bunch of different ones, right? There's like a $150 one. That's the one I'll be doing. I'll have like 6 to 10 teams in there. There's a $1,000 one. I don't think I'll be doing that. And then all these creators have all these smaller leagues and our bigger leagues. Apparently Nick Wright has a big one here. Taylor Mathis, Ship It Nation. All these guys have ones that also seem to be overlaying. But yeah, I think I'll be playing the main one here. I've always wanted to do the one in Vegas, if you guys are familiar with that. But you have to be, you have to like get a proxy. It's complicated, Yeah, the game theory does seem huge at the end. But I will be, some people thinking it won't overlay. I mean, I don't know. Are people going to be throwing in a ton of bullets at the last second? I guess maybe. Right? It's not as hard as something like drafting a team as far as like overlay going, where you just got to select a team. But yeah, if we're really trying to do this right, I guess we should like map out our schedule, which I think we're going to try to do right now. But I put 6 teams in right now. I don't really know. You can change your picks, so I don't know if these are going to stay. But here's how I did it right now. I put 6 teams in. I did the Commanders for 1 against the Giants. They're not going to be chosen a lot, but like I'm very confident they're going to win. I did the Broncos against the Titans. I think they're going to be chosen a lot. I did the Cardinals against the Saints. The reason why I'm doing the Cardinals against the Saints on most of the entries is I don't feel like you're going to be that enthusiastic to choose the Cardinals most weeks, I did the Bengals against the Browns in one of them. Again, I just think they'll win. And then I did the Cardinals I got the Cardinals in 3 of them, and then this, right? Like, now, ownership, game theory, it's all at play here. Obviously, hashtag just pick the winners. And, I bet some people are really trying to map this out as far as like, I'll pick this team this week, this team this week. Because my understanding is you can only pick 1 team a week, right? And if, like, say everyone is eliminated weeks 15, well, then everyone basically ties. So, yeah, like who's choosing who can come into play late in the season. But, like, the Cardinals, looking at their schedule, okay, they play the Panthers next week. You could play them there, but, like, Bryce Young could beat you. He could. The 49ers, no. The Seahawks, no, that's too close to me. The Titans, maybe, but then he's not a rookie anymore. I think a lot of people are going to choose the Broncos just because, great defense, bad, rookie quarterback, but I feel like there's going to be better spots to play the Broncos, Getting a dog pick early is huge. Yeah, guys, let me hear your strategy. That makes a lot of sense to me. So what BP is saying here is that you risk your entrant. So you choose like whatever. Say it's the Giants. You understand that you might lose, but you got through with a bad team, and then you still have the teams like the Chiefs, the Bills, whatever. I think choosing like a mega dog early in the season, like weeks 1, 2, 3, is kind of bad because we don't really know. Like we think we know about these teams, but sometimes teams surprise us, right? Okay. I didn't know that. Played in this one last year. From weeks 11 on, you need to pick 2 teams each week. Chad's saying tough for me to not jam the Cardinals. I mean, I don't know, man. Like Alvin Kamara vintage game, like Rashid Shaheed touchdowns, like things can happen. Things can happen. So that's why I'm not confident enough to just like put all my entrants on the same team. People get trapped into using the bad teams. Yeah, but you know what, BP? We're simply going to pick the winners there. Yeah, you want to save the good teams, man. But then, weird things happen in the NFL. It used to be, well, maybe I need to read the rules up here. Details. Okay, let's read the details. $2.5 million, guys. That's insane. I've never done Survivor, so this is fun to me. And I generally am pretty good at picking, #picking winners. Okay, entrance will only select the winners. Whoever gets the furthest wins. For week 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Oh, you need to pick week 18. You'll be required to select 2 teams. Okay, so from week 11 on, you select 2 teams. Entrants will be prevented from selecting a team more than 1 time throughout the duration of the contest. If an entrant runs out of teams to pick, they will be unable to advance to the next slate. So that's a little confusing to me. Can you box yourself out or something? Can anyone explain that? Yeah, they're trying to stop my splash play teams. Can anyone weigh in on this? I'm assuming this is just like the only way this comes into play is like if your only remaining team plays on Thursday night and you forget to select them, you're screwed. Oh, bye weeks. So yeah, you got to know bye weeks. Okay. Makes sense, but like you should. So yeah, you need basically early on. You don't need to map it; just get through. But then you need to. Okay, yeah. So pretty easy. So you still can only use a team more than once. So okay, let's try to map through one example of a schedule. We'll go Cardinals week 1. This is just an example, not financial advice. Do whatever you want. See, I'm not doing Cowboys Giants. Patriots Dolphins is tempting. It's risky, but it's tempting. Broncos Colts pretty tempting. We'll do 49ers. We'll just pick on the Saints, man. Okay. Are we? No, we'll do the Rams. Okay, so we'll do Cardinals, Rams. Week 3. We'll start a little spreadsheet here, guys. Clearly, we're doing this on the fly. I think we're going to try to use the Dolphins against the Jets, Survivor example. And, I'm going to be sweating these teams as long as I have teams alive, hopefully the whole time. Okay, so we used Cardinals. We used Rams. Week. I have excellent vision if you're wondering why my things are so small. Because when I draft, and I'll make it bigger for us guys. When I draft my 10 best ball teams at the same time on DK, I zoom out the windows to 67%. Okay, Cardinals, Rams, week 3. Like, how long are we going to save the good teams, I feel like GTO is you want to have, like, the Bills, Chiefs, Eagles available for when you have to choose 2 teams. You do pick weekly. Commanders, somewhat tempting right now. These Panthers could be frisky. I don't know what's going on there. Chiefs against the Giants. Again, they're like the Giants defense, like, might be good. Seahawks versus Saints, we'll do Seahawks. You're never really fist pumping to run out Sam Darnold, Week 4. Obviously, I'm not looking at buys, so this might need to change. Okay, thinking about now, we know that week 8 is like buy Mageddon from Best Ball. So I think you want the week 8 teams alive for weeks 11 onwards. Right? So if I go to beat Best Ball, I do think knowing the buys is important. And we as Best Ball players know that better than most. So the week 8 buys are Jacksonville, Raiders, Detroit, Arizona, Seattle, Rams. So I think actually choosing the Rams week 2 was maybe bad because I think we want these buy Mageddon teams available for week 11 onwards. Maybe that's too cute. Let's just keep going. All right, week 4. Texans against the Titans. Packers against the Cowboys. Dolphins, Jets. Kind of feel like risking it on the Dolphins there could be fun. Man, I think we do the Lions. Let's do the Lions there. We're burning our first good team. And I don't know if we want to do that, but we're doing it. We might. This is just a map. And I'm happy I'm doing this, but again, we might go back and try to save these like Lions, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles for these double bye weeks. I don't know if is it like bad to burn a good team early? Whatever. We got let's do the Texans. We'll do the Texans. We're saving the Lions. Okay, week 5. We need 2. I'm assuming it just goes times 2 from week 11 onwards because you that way, like it just thins out the contest. Okay, week 5. Giants, baby. Dart over Shuck. Giants. Smash the button. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is like you want to save the good teams and then boom, you're out. Giants. We're risking it, and I think this is a good thing to do. Like do you save the Saints for week 18? Do you just hope no one else gets the week 18 with you? Because remember, if you save the Saints for week 18, they might be playing a team who's resting starters, Man, this is a real complicated thing. Having never done Survivor, I was just like, well, just pick winners. But thinking about it now, there's levels. Kind of like the Chargers here. The Broncos are obviously somewhat safe. Could be a time to sneak in a Raiders. Patriots win. Let's do the Pats. This is assuming we're right, obviously. We'll do the Patriots that week. Shucks only. Honestly, Brock, the move here is you bet on the team to go 0-17, and you just keep on picking the teams against them. Oh, the title says Survivor Contest, does it not? Okay, week 7 here. If you're watching this later, weigh in, folks. Good Charger spot. Good Bear spot. We are keep picking on the Saints a lot. But let's just do it. Let's just get it cranking. Bears. You're right, man. Maybe I'll change the title to Survivor or Strategy. Can I do that in this? I don't even know. Oh, here. Let's get the comments up on here, too. Always remind me of this, folks. Edit. No, that's just editing my camera. Whatever. We'll change the title later. What week are we on? We're on week 8. Okay, a Bye-Mageddon week. Chiefs Commanders, psychopath to choose that game. Could be a good Bills week. Just get through, you know. Does feel like a good time to just, hey, it's a bunch of buys, get through, you know. Dude, I would win the show Survivor. I am built for that. I'm applying. I'm going to apply. Not the craziest time to choose the Colts either. It's kind of risky. You're going to risk your entrant week 8. Bucks, obviously a nice spot. Bills have a week 7 bye, so kind of saving them for the double bye feels good. Same with the Ravens. Do we do the Bucks? It's a division game. Packers, Broncos. Who do the Broncos play week 11? You know what? Let's just do the Bills. We'll do the Bills. We're burning our first good team. Okay. Week 9. Packers choosing the winner of Jags Raiders. If you're brave. Cowboys win over the Cardinals. Man, that game. Sunday night, Monday night is that game? Monday night. I think we already used the Rams. Steelers Colts winner. Let's go Chargers over the Titans. We've not used the 49ers. All right, we're on to week 10, our last single week. Panthers? Panthers are better than the Saints, man. Come on now. I feel like this is the time to risk it. The last single pick. This isn't a bad Jets week either. Let's do the Jets there. You'll never feel good about picking the Jets. Yeah, my promo code is in the link below if you want to get in there. Okay, now we got pick 2. You know, having one $150 team try to win $2.5 million. My God. Choosing home teams, good call here. But, you know, you got to figure that the people who know what they're doing are also thinking about that. I kind of think I should take it out the box too. But dude, it's been in the box. That Bills helmet's been in the box since 2012. Do we unbox it right now? We pause for the double bye weeks. Do we a fresh unboxing? I went to my dad for his birthday, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take this. I'm probably gonna take it out of the box." He's like, "Oh, keep the box." Sorry, Dad. We're unboxing, guys. The 2012 Bills. CJ Spiller, man. CJ Spiller, he's on there. Man, I have not put one of these on since Pop Warner. We got CJ Spiller. Some other guys. God bless you if you know members of the 2012 Bills. Honestly, what I told him, I was like, look, dude, Dad, there's just no way that the Bills 2012 signed helmet is worth anything. Okay, week 11. Now we got to choose two teams. And we got to remember who we... Okay, Commanders, Dolphins. Think we burn a good team here. A good week to choose the Ravens? Man, the Browns always beat the Ravens once. A lot of division games week 11. Kind of interesting. We already used the Texans. Yes, we did. Packers? I think we used the Packers for one against the Giants. And Falcons? Commanders? Patriots. We already used the Patriots? Yeah, we did. We used the Pats and the Jets. I'm going to follow this, by the way, for one of my teams. Imagine if we all follow this and there's like 5,000 people at the end. And they're like, why is that? Oh, that one YouTube stream. Oh, man. I just know the Dolphins aren't as good as the Commanders, but like, you know, if Tua is healthy, then seems like it's in Miami. Let's burn the Ravens. Try to sign with your league. It's still asking for a specific referral code. Okay, let me try to share it better. Because that's annoying. Try Chesleyum. Try Chesleyum. Tell me how that goes. Let me see here. Oh, it's okay. Here it is. I have it for you. Try this. HOYUYH. I'll edit the YouTube description too. Try this. Okay, I'll put that in my Discord in the YouTube description too. HOYUYH. That's the code for Splash Sports. Sorry, folks. I'm new to Splash Sports, so I wasn't sure how it worked. I thought that code would work. I'm sure there's something I did wrong with it. All right, we're gonna edit. We're gonna add the word strategy to the YouTube. And then we'll tag our Discord. Join the Discord, folks. All right. Anyways, back to the thing. Apologies for that. So yeah, the code is this. It's in the YouTube description. It's in the Discord. Okay, Packers, Ravens. How are we feeling about my pick so far? I feel good. Week 12. We have to choose against the Bills, right? I guess not, right? But Texans isn't a bad shout there. Seahawks, we already chose them. Lions, let's just, we're trying to get through the week, man. Lions at the Giants. They're one of our teams. Bengals, Raiders. Let's do Raiders. We're getting risky. Lions, Raiders. Week 13. I mean, Ashton GT legacy game, right? Have we chosen the Dolphins? Chosen is what I meant there. No. All right, we're doing the Dolphins for one of the teams. And the 49ers. Against the Browns. I didn't use them, right? No. All right, we're on to week 14. There's like 8 entrants left. We have a ton of good teams left. We haven't used the Chiefs. We haven't used the Eagles. We haven't used the Bengals. We haven't used the Commanders. We haven't used the Vikings. Browns versus Titans? We're just kind of vibing it, Michael, to be honest. Browns versus Titans? This is a tough week, week 14. Tough game, tough game, tough game. Broncos. We have not chosen them. Broncos versus Raiders. We're not considering home and away, folks. We're just picking. Hashtag picking winners. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay, Broncos. We need a second. Is this the week the Steelers beat the Ravens? Bucks. We haven't chosen the Bucks, right? This year feels like a year where there's going to be some generationally bad teams. So there could be a ton of teams left at the end of Survivor, right? Like if the Saints and Browns and Titans keep losing, I'm going to do like 6 to 10 teams probably. Okay, week 15. Let's see. Good Jags pick here. Commanders are live for us. Good Vikings one. Depending on how they're looking. Oh, Eagles. Let's use the Eagles now. Eagles. And obviously this assumes that like how I view the teams today. is how I will view them 15 weeks down the line, which sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. Okay, I think the Jags isn't a bad shout here. Panthers is not a bad shout. I think we chose the Panthers, though, did we not? No, we did not. I like the Vikings. Don't mind the Seahawks. Let's use the Commanders. Eagles, Commanders. Two good teams. We're just trying to get to week 16. It's coming down to the end. Vikings. Boom. Good save of the Vikings there for the Giants. And again, the Giants might look a lot better if Dart is good. But today seems like a no-brainer. Chiefs, haven't used them. I think we used the Chiefs versus the Titans. Week 17. 2 more weeks left. Think we have the Panthers left, the Jags. We have the Titans left. We'll do Titans versus Saints. And Jags versus Colts. Week 18. Are our only 2 teams the Panthers and Saints? No, we didn't use the Falcons either. So you don't have to use every team, right? What's this add up to? Some of this is 10. 10 plus 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Oh, so you don't have to choose every team at all. Okay. So assuming the Falcons are playing for a playoff spot, we'll do the Falcons against the Saints. And did we ever use the Bengals? We did not. Bengals. You definitely have to go week by week. You don't have to choose them. So this is our team. Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks, Texans, Giants, Pats, Bears, Bills, Chargers, Jets. There are a ton of teams I didn't choose with this. So, like, now that I've done this exercise, like, maybe I swap out the Giants and, maybe I swap out the Jets because I don't think we used some of the good teams. Do I think they're going to overlay? I mean, that was my read on it, Michael, but others did say that people put a lot of entrants in late. But yeah, I mean, it's 28% filled right now. So my guess is it overlays. And it just kind of seems like the economy is maybe a little bit down. Overlaying seems to be happening to a lot of contests. BP, thanks for the super chat. He said, plus 5.5 lines for dogs is a great line to look for if you want to take a dog straight up. Can be beneficial in fading the rest of the field. Tommy DeVito's on someone's practice squad. I don't remember which, though. Here's an example, folks. Let me know what you think. Probably no one, but if it was a team, let's go with the Bills. Let's look at their schedule, man. Okay, they got to get through the Ravens. They got to get through like the Ravens, the Eagles, the Bengals, and the Chiefs. But if they win those 4 games, the rest of the schedule is pretty nice. Again, my promo code for that is below. Let me know what you think about Survivor in the YouTube comments. I want to do some more strategy. Yeah, man. Like if the Saints somehow are the 20th best team in the league instead of the 32nd and they beat the Cardinals, and if the Titans and Saints win, man, like all of a sudden there's like 10% of the field left, So, yeah, we'll be looking forward to sweating these. I think, obviously, later in the year, if I did have a team go run, I'd have to stop sharing my picks because of the sheer amount of money I'd be playing for. Fun contest. Always fun contest to play against peer-to-peer, you know? All right, that's what we got for RT Sports. Let's jump over and draft some best ball teams. Oh, last year, everyone chose the Bengals against the Patriots. Favored road teams are an edge where you get off the field favored each week. If you are multi-entering, how do you divide up the entries each week? Say 8 teams. Do you pick 4 teams week 1? I don't know, Michael. What you kind of see what I did. I chose the Cardinals for 3 of them, and I chose 3 different teams for the others. Just it would feel bad to lose all your entrants week 1, wouldn't it? And again, like game theory basics, if you know 90% of the field are choosing the Cardinals, choosing any team other than that, especially early on, is good. Later in the contest, you might want to be copying other people just to protect yourself. Depends what your risk tolerance is, right? But, with $2.5 million to first, you might want to just copy and be like, look, let's share. Or you might want to be that guy who's like, whoa, everyone's choosing the Titans. I'm choosing the Jags. And just trying to get different, Gabe to the Bills. I mean, he's on the practice squad. He's not healthy. Probably be a blocking wide receiver. Maybe a factor later in the year. But no, it's probably just like better news for someone like Keon Coleman to maybe get some slot work, whatever. Which side? Jefferson, Aaron Jones, and Rashee Rice, or Neighbors, Achane, and Tootin? It's close, but probably the Neighbors side. The game theory super late is to announce who you're picking. Less than 20 left. Yeah, just tell people like, look, I'm doing this. Let's just chop it down, folks. 2.5 million divided by 20. What is that? 100 and equals this divided by 20. 125,000. No, we're going for first. If that's the case, man, we're going for first. Do you have to lock in the picks before the year? No, you choose them each week. But if you don't make a selection, you lose. And if there's a tie, you also lose. You got to read the rules. Always read the rules, I got knocked out one year when the Bengals backup beat the Jags, and one where Zach Wilson beat Philly. Tough, man. All right, we did some drafters. It's the one I need to do the most on. Might do some more RT Sports. I did review my team there. Let's just enter the next 10. A manageable 10. We're in the next drafters. Promo code Cheslium, $100 deposit match. Promo code Liam Reload. We'll get current users something as well. A 20% deposit match. What did I say? Cheslium, $100 deposit match up. Yeah, $100 deposit match. Yeah, I'm sure there's some sick stuff in Survivor, man. It's going to be fun with like these Eliminator teams. I can't wait to sweat them. We'll have Eliminator. We'll have Survivor. Will be great for the channel. Yes, Liam Reload 20 is for current users. It's only 90 for me. So I need to draft 60 of these before kickoff. I maxed BBM. I'll post those exposures once the contest fills. I have 20 left in the DraftKings Millie Maker, which I'll do. I've been doing in batches of 10. So I'll do 10 of those tonight, 10 tomorrow probably. Jesus, Harry, relax. Harry trying to talk trash here with Chewbacca. To be clear, I'm going to do of like 20. It's really not the worst contest auto draft if you had to. Let's give away a drafters ticket. Spam your username if you have not maxed the contest and you would like a ticket. Spam your drafters username. You have 20 seconds. Just going to highlight the name at the bottom of the queue. You're ineligible if you've won in the past 5. Three, two, one. Is this a real name? I need you to weigh in. Bingo Bongo. Is this a real name? Yes or no? Bingo. Is this a real name or do I need to give the ticket to someone else? Were you trying to be funny? Bingo Bongo. If I do not hear from you in the next not real, I apologize. Thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, guys. Another 20 seconds. Spam your drafters username. I didn't think it was real. Dude gets chosen the one time he spams a fake username. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that wasn't a thing. Jar 387. Congrats, sir. Jar 387. That shows you that I don't like screen the name at all. I just highlight the name at the bottom and I hover my mouse over. Yeah, I did highlight your comment. You should promo code Chesley, man. You have till Thursday to sign up. $100 deposit match, and it's overlaying. Let's see. Contest. This, like you can't just cram a bunch of entrants in this out of nowhere, right? You got to draft the teams. 106.5 out of 140. 106.5 out of 140. 76%. It was at 100,000 yesterday. It's pretty easy to multi-table some sites. Sure, we'll go the Buckster. My last pick in Best Ball Mania, by the way, was Miles Sanders. Let's do CMC this time. Ended up with like 6% or so CMC in Best Ball Mania. So not a full fade, but definitely below field. Trey McBride is a brand guy. Overlay is when a contest does not fill because almost all of these contests you're seeing have guaranteed prize pools. And so they have to guarantee it and they size the contest and so the entrants are limited, right? And if the contest only gets 50% filled, well then that's great for us, right? So basically, the less people that do drafters, that's great for us if we're drafting there. The way it works in something like Best Ball Mania or DraftKings is teams that are in third place that would not have been playoff teams that scored the most points end up becoming playoff teams. The way it works in drafters is you're just competing with less people for the prize pool. So it takes care of like things like, you know, what the company takes, the rake or whatever. CMC HN, let's get it. We're not afraid of a little calf. Yeah, I'm sure I have some BBM teams that could compete for the regular season. It's not a big part of the prize pool. But some of my early drafted teams probably just have, like, you know, I have a Dobbins, Keenan Allen team. Jar, you should already have your ticket, I'm being told. Get in here. Water's warm, brother. Still thinking about that Survivor contest. I've never played before. I've always wanted to, and I don't know, I never really got to it. And what's great about Splash is I can play from Florida. How did I feel clicking Miles Sanders? I felt like it was an ode to last year. You know, last year you needed all these aging running backs. Here you are, Miles. Here you are. Yeah, drafters is usually on it. Ron DeSantis personally emailed me and asked me to move to a state to help with best ball relations. Yeah, there's some other contests on Splash too. What else is there? Let's see. Contests. Obviously, the Survivor is the one I like the most, but they also have Pick'em stuff. They have other stuff too. Let's look at the. You know what? We'll look at that after. Drafting or multi-tabling. Always nice when you're multi-tabling. It's always so nice to get the 12 hole. We're gonna do Big Mike. CMC HN Big Mike. CJ Spiller signed one. And I don't know, man. It might be Fred Jackson. I need to look into it. Let's do Hurts and Smith on this one. Kind of a weird build. I don't usually go elite quarterback for total points as much. Let's take Saquon. The Saquons, the Derrick Henrys, if they wear down late, that's fine as long as they scored a lot of points along the way, you know? Eagles, they play the Cowboys twice, so getting some division correlation there too. I mean, obviously, Bills-Ravens is the best game week 1. Monday night or Sunday night football. But I'm excited for every game week 1. I mean, it's week 1, man. You get to see for your best ball teams, how did the players do? That's exciting, you know? Raiders, Patriots. Yeah, I mean, look, you got Ginty. I'd be excited about the game too. Sure. Team old. CMC, Big Mike, Wide Devontae. Rad is wishing everyone good luck. See, I would never do that. Good luck, unless you're against me. In my opinion, y'all are already lucky you discovered a sharp channel for a hobby you like, you know? And I am lucky as well. I have an audience for a hobby I like. Bears versus Vikings. Just remember, folks, week 1, sometimes the answers you think you've received aren't real answers, you know? I'm not a hater, Rad. I'm not a hater. I'm just not fake, you know? Is wishing someone else luck in a head-to-head game not a little fake? It's like when you played chess, you shake their like when you were a kid, you would shake their hand and say good luck. Now I just shake their hands. Respect. I'm not wishing you luck though. You know? I'm trying to beat you. Let's see. Cowboys, Eagles, Chiefs, Chargers, and then we get to the main slate. The first chess tournament of the year for the school I teach at is on Saturday, so I'll be doing that too. I'm stoked for that. See how the kids do. Saquon JT, baby. Let's get it. We're doing 6 of these right now. 2 of them are on the turn, though. Let's do Cook and Kyron. I think this is like so live to be the best. Puka, Brian Thomas, Cook, Kyron. Yes, we do have 2 Rams, but, you know, Rams up. The touchdown survivors. Again, Andrea. I'm not, I'm new to Splash, so I really only was drawn in by the, let's do Mr. Judy. I was drawn in by the Survivor contest, but I don't know. I might explore that other stuff. Folks, if anyone else has done anything, check it out. What's up with the touchdown survivors? What do you think? Can you proclaim checkmate when you make a good pick? You know, Tiger, when I won Best Ball Mania, I did tweet out checkmate. I said, as they say in the biz, checkmate. We're going to pull Jaden up here and hope to get Terry. Because I used to work for chess.com, and so I would say, it's not funny at all, but I would say all the time, like, as they say in the biz, checkmate. And I tweeted out and I tagged the Soulcast. Did they actually help me win? No, but I just like the Soulcast. Nice balanced team here. Got to vary your builds on drafters. God, let me turn down my whatever it's called. Mr. Diggs. Yeah, teams seem fine. Wishing luck is wishing for an honorable win, not a fluke. Yeah, that's one perspective. I mean, by the way, this guy is the guy who said he's going to beat my ass in the chat. He said, I'm about to smack that ass around. He has 1 wide receiver through 3 rounds. So I don't know, big dog. I don't know. Sure. Oh, no, we're not doing Derrick Henry over Puka. Can't do it. No, you shouldn't feel bad, man. I've not been doing the Tet thing, and the casual leagues, definitely you can get him cheaper, but like, there's no Coker. He could just be a target monster. We'll do Shakir over Addison. Hope Addison wraps around. Juwan Jennings goes in the pick 100s and after on DraftKings. I'm doing like most of my DraftKings teams late, and I just keep on getting like Juwan Jennings and Darnell Mooney in round like 11 and 10. It is wild how different the market is. What pick in best ball is equivalent to on passant? Some like low owned guy that no one else is drafting. Sure, we'll do Rizzy Pearsall and Chuba. I still like Chuba. Chuba could be, you know, he averaged 16 points a game last year. And look what he did in wins: 33, 25, 21, 28. So if they win more games, could be a guy you have to have in drafters. Ricky Pearsall, no excuses early in the season, especially. Yeah, we'll do Zach Charbonnet, RB2 here. Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet. I want teams with both. Okay, we didn't get Terry, but we do have this triple RB, Saquon, Taylor, Cook, Jaden Daniels start. Fill out wideout. Seems fun. We're pulling up Jacory Krosky Merritt. Could do Baker here, but he's next round, kind of. Let's do Downs. The Ibuka price is tough, just considering how many teams have him late. We're going to do Travis Hunter. Obviously, I like Ibuka, but yeah, like risers are particularly bad in this contest, most likely. I think it's just that GT's a generational prospect. The Raiders should be near the league leaders in plays run. Chip Kelly feeds running backs. And again, the generational prospect thing. It's kind of like saying you don't like Bijan his rookie year or Saquon his rookie year. You know what I mean? Like you're getting a little too cute saying Bijan in particular is going to fail when it's just like these running backs who go where he went in the draft typically always smash. Tyreek and Cook, division correlation. I think I got Tyreek at the 4-5 turn on DraftKings. DraftKings has already decided, you know, Tyreek is not named a captain. He is dead. I'm going to assume the Boise State running backs did bad, but I'm going to need you to fill in the context for me. Another Saquon team. Whatever. Someone just took Baker. I don't know why. They don't know what contest they're playing. Oh, they have Bucky Irving. Still seems bad. There's no playoff pods here. This is just total points. Where are you getting that from, Rhino? I mean, he was injured last year, so it wouldn't be that surprising if he's a little slower to start. Or, like, are you asking, is he going to be blocking? Probably not. Keon Kincaid, someone's breaking out. I don't know. Never build teams like this, but we're done at running back. Cook, Kyron, Chuba, Warren, Tracy. Done. Puka, Thomas, Pearsall holding it down at wide out. Someone said that in the chat. Oh. No, people just hate Kincaid. You have to understand that. They've already decided he will never be good at football. We'll do Debo with Jaden. Man, someone took Caleb Williams unstacked too. People are doing wild things on drafters. All right, Drake May. You don't need him stacked too much. He's going to run. If you're wondering, yes, stacking is important in this. I don't know if people are taking them because I'm putting them in my queue, but yeah, like hurting my team, for example, if it doesn't help your team, is just dumb for this contest in particular. Definitely do Zay. Ricky's fine, but again, I don't think Chuba's a bad pick. We're gonna do Love as a second quarterback with Kraft. Be done at tight end there. Try to at least. Obviously, the more I do of these, high chance I auto a single team. Well, a big thing for Gene T is he catches passes, which that newsflash, that's good. Uh-oh. What is this lag? The board's not loading on me. Saquon and Derrick Henry. Someone out there is like smashing their keyboard, being like, I can't believe he has a Saquon Derrick Henry team. Whereas me, I'm like, yeah, just kind of protecting myself. What's really nice here is you can tell it says like 2 picks away, 4 picks away. It just makes it easy to multi-table. Gibbs. Does this every year, Tiger. Fun team here. I think I'm building a bunch of good teams. Trevor with Travis Hunter there. Yesterday, I was doing like 20 at a time and just like autoing too many teams. But 10 I find very reasonable. 37% Gibbs in the drafters main. Seems fitting from a guy named Motor City. Yeah, no, also seems totally fine to me to just like take a stand and be like, you know what? This is the best pick this year. Yeah, would have been fun to keep it up with Davis. What I've decided I'm going to do for the best ball leaderboard show is rather than just have a single co-host with me, I'm going to run the show myself week 1 or after week 1. And then going forward, I'll invite a new co-host on each week, which is how I originally did it. I think it just, it's a good way to hear from different people. Requires me to be more organized. Is Purdy here? No. Let's go Loveland and Caleb. Caleb runs, man. Uh-oh. We're about to be on the clock everywhere. So we need to be quick picks. Quick maths. Let's do Ferg today. Two in. Gibbs and Bowers. Somewhat rare on this site. We need wideouts. We're going to do Cup. I still take Jaden Reed some, but you can get a discount. Ferg. We're battling back all these picks. Jordan Mason's just not usually here. Let's do Jordan Mason and Addison team bet. Do we want a third tight end? Not really. I think with McBride and Kraft, we don't need to be taking Goddard early. Bucky Charbonnet, Merritt, Tootin. Obviously needs some running backs to hit in that room. Let's take Purdy and be done at quarterback. Take Lamb this time. I'm only doing 9 right now, so such a good start. Let's do Josh. Come on, Josh. That helmet will be worn at some point. I've kept that helmet ever since I was given that helmet on like Christmas one year. But the late August crowd has decided Marvin Harrison Jr. sucks. We'll see. Do we have any Dolphins? We do have Achan. Tua, QB3 on this team. Seems fun. I mean, CMC Achan is arguably more exciting than Derrick Henry, Saquon. Again, like to get some Derrick Henry on this because if he's absolutely punishing me in Best Ball Mania, I have some here. For those who are talking about Survivor, this is kind of like Survivor, like that. The challenge at the end of the year where you like drop the ball and then it keeps going down. You have to like run up and drop it down. It's kind of like that. You want to time your picks well. I'm just smashing draft buttons though. Yeah, DK Metcalf on the Saquon Derrick Henry team just makes sense. Just makes sense, guys. I mean, there's no such thing of the max you should have. It's simply a risk tolerance question. The bigger the stand you have, the more you're open to downside and the more you're open to upside. After being a huge Kyle Williams fader, Kyle Williams was going at around 9 and 10 throughout the summer, folks, and I had 0%. He's now going like below where I have him ranked. And I still don't love him, but fine, you know? Round 15, Kyle Williams seems a whole of a lot different than round 9. We'll do Bucky again. Brian Robinson with CMC, don't love it. Let's do Strange with Trevor. Could have done Henry with May too, I guess. What's his team needs? Definitely needs a wideout. Let's do that Loveland Caleb thing again. Trevor with Brian Thomas. We desperately need wide receivers, but we're not going to panic. We're just going to take Kincaid. Take the value. All right, we got all 10 going now. Maybe I should move this over here so I can actually see it. Quick maths. We'll do Pickens. Why not? We'll do Bateman this time. Wow, we got Ladd to go with Bucky and Lamb. That could be a winner. Ladd in the third. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know why I had this so far away on my thing. Looking at myself in camera for no reason. Sure. We don't take a lot of expensive Keenan anymore, but one team seems fine. Joe Burrow. Well past his ADP. His ADP is 54 on drafters to go T. Higgins. Wow, this team could be gassed too. If you need Saquon and Derrick Henry again, maybe we have a $500,000 team right now, folks. What if we just win a bunch of best ball contests and the Splash Survivor thing? And let's do Brees this time. And the Eliminator. Let's get it. What if? Let's do Gmo. Blah, Brees. Let's try Neighbors. I value Puka higher than Neighbors, but obviously ADP doesn't, so I sometimes take Neighbors higher. This team needs wide receivers, kind of. This is going to be the longest 2 days ever, someone said. Maybe for you. For me, I'll be drafting hundreds of teams, so. Let's see how this guy's wideouts turned out. Yeah, he's got some guys in there. Week 17 correlation, Ginty Neighbors. Let's get it. Or we'll go HN. Okay. Let's go Darius Slayton, my guy. Wow, Cedric Tillman has really risen on drafters. Was it off my tweet? We'll play ADP. I think Brashard Smith has a ton of upside, but also downside, so that's why I have him ranked high right now. We need a wide out. Trey Harris, second round pick. This team needs wideouts. Wouldn't hate a quarterback either. Do Pickens this time. What's up, Liam Murphy's mod? Don't think we can take. Actually, let's do Gino and Dante Thorin. Sorry if I'm hurting your brain, folks, but I do need to get these teams drafted, so is what it is. We'll go Judkins. He might sign this week. Keon on the Saquon Derrick Henry team. Brees and DK, two players people just hate now, but I see reasons to take both. Man, this team just needs wideouts. How many games is Judkins going to be suspended for? I have no idea. Could be 0. Like 4. Sorry if I go quiet. We're trying to lock in here. Someone in the chat said, why are you ranking 50 tight ends? Man, we never take Caleb Johnson, but he kind of fits a Saquon, Derrick Henry team, and it is multiple rounds past his ADP. I kind of hate to take him on a team I like. Like, having a player you don't like at all, but fine. I think we're just going to take running backs for the rest. 2-8-8-2. Yeah, Brashard Smith with CMC. Why not? Where's Alec Imanor going in drafts? Pretty high. We'll just take Keon with Josh. Let's take the roll of the dice on Miles Sanders for here. Tua with Tyreek. Feels good. Sure. Nick Chubb. I think this team needs wideouts more. It does have Addison, but seems fine. Maybe I should have taken Gino with Gene over him. Is what it is. I've done batches of like 20 of these before, so 10 is a little bit stressful. And that's what it's going to be. Stressing ourselves out for the next couple of days to relax and watch. Will BBM overlay? There is a small chance. Who's got the fill percentage right now? Andre Yoshibas. Why not? Sometimes I get like a very rare combo, and I'm like, wow, I wish I was only drafting one team right now to focus on this, but it's the price we pay. It's the price we pay to get these teams in. Yeah, we get Kyler as the QB2 on the Joe Burrow team. With that team will be a winner, folks. If I'm wrong and Caleb Johnson is awesome, hopefully that team wins $500K. It's overboard. We're taking a 6th running back. It's fine. It's going to hit our flex. Yeah, we need Trey Harris. Overlay is when a contest doesn't fill, but the prize pool is guaranteed. Overlay is good. Wow, dude. That'd be sick. $200,000. Hearing a lot of people say that this year. All right. Rarely drafted Jeremy McNichols. Boom. One is done. I was going to take Pacheco over Debo. Glad I didn't because I got Pacheco anyways. So you got to risk it sometimes, T. Hunter. If Travis Hunter is great, it's game over for everyone. Because we are loaded, if that's the case. Go a little RB heavy on the Josh Allen team. You know what? We'll keep up the theme. I'm gonna write an article, and I meant to push this out to my sites, but it's the concept of a hedge team, and it's when you draft players you don't usually draft on one team, just in case you're wrong, you want to be big wrong. So I'm kind of doing it with that team. We got like Evan Ingram, we got Derrick Henry. If you're gonna be wrong, you want to be super wrong. Oh God, we're getting on the clock quicker than we can select. Okay, this team needs a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is there. Dart is there. We'll do Rodgers and Jonnu. Emergency backstacked. I severely hope it's not Pat Freiermuth over Jonnu. That would be bad for me. I do take some Freiermuth, but obviously have a lot more Jonnu. $37.50 is the max entry buy-in. It's 150 times 25. What's my portfolio worth? I don't know, probably 3x. Yeah, this team just needs wide receivers, right? Yeah. We'll take out Pierce, buy some time. We do need another tight end. All of them are gone. So we'll just take another wide receiver, figure it out later. Let's go Dynamic Brown with Trevor. What's my Harold Fannin exposure? Not a lot in BBM, like a ton in these later contests. Yeah, man. Tank. Oh, I should have gone Javonte Williams for the bit on this team. Is Miles Sanders a good last pick? Yeah, I mix him in. I think we take a running back here. We'll take Jarquez Hunter. We're generally team Corum, but gotta draft them both. I don't know. Max. The simple truth is, even the best players are gonna have losing years. That's the game we are playing. Let's do Isaiah Likely as a third tight end. Yeah, my goal is to win first. So you do the math what the ROI is on that. Am I mixing in Chris Rodriguez? Yes. I'm also mixing in Jeremy McNichols. So everyone's assuming it's Chris Rodriguez, but for whatever reason, ESPN and other depth charts list McNichols ahead. We'll go Goddard. Team did have Saquon. Maybe that could have changed it for us. Shakir. Dak Prescott's ADP on the casual sites is insane. We have Lamb and Pickens here, though, so it would be kind of crazy for us not to get Dak. All right, you know what? Screw you, Joe Mixon. We've never liked Joe Mixon. I don't know if I have another ranking update, but if I did, it'd just be like tanking guys like Joe Mixon even further. No, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt can still be awesome, and he's the favorite to be awesome. Herbert? Sure, we'll just take Jaden Higgins. That's the danger of doing a lot of these. All right, we'll take Jaden Reed this time. The danger of doing a lot of these is like when I have to think of like, oh, who should I take to stack? That's when the other picks can catch up to me. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Click. This team just needs wideouts. Go Ray McLeod and Calvin Austin with Rodgers. This team needs wideouts and a tight end. I think we got Higbee in. Whatever happened to JD McKissick? What a wild question to ask me right now. It's a good question, though. Brian Robinson? I mean, why are people not wanting the backup to CMC? I don't know. This is a fun team. Joe, Kyler, Saquon, Derrick Henry, Caleb Johnson, Tank Bigsby, Brian Robinson, T. Higgins, Marvin, Metcalf, Jennings, Coleman. I've tweeted a lot of negative things about Caleb Johnson, so if people are dunking on me about that, let's win $500K to dry our tears. All right, we've cooled down to 7 drafts. Nearly 200 of you watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Join the Discord. Link is below. Promo code for RT Sports, Drafters, Splash Sports. It's all there. You know what? Why not? Jerome Ford, getting a brand guy, trying to get ahead of the Saquon, Derrick Henry drafter. What's this team need? I think just wideouts. This is true. If you're already a member of Drafters, you want to get in there, can use this. Reload bonus is somewhat rare for sites. Okay, we get Penix here, which feels nice. Don't fail me now, Drafters. Penix. Yeah, we need a tight end. We'll take Herbert with Ladd. Herbert could definitely be a smash man in fantasy. We'll take Jalen Lane with Jaden Daniels. I think this team is just two wide receivers. Tutu and Jordan Whittington. Why not? For that team, like Adams breaks his leg or something. Okay, we autoed Goddard. We really need running back on this team. It's interesting that Jaden Blue has such a higher ADP than Bishal Tuen. Don't really know why that is. Are there guys I would like? Yes, but not getting Gino on the Bowers team kind of stinks. So we're just gonna take him there. Let's do Trey Harris first. Jaden Reed wants to play, is why he's playing. Is he maybe going to need surgery? Yes, he might need surgery. But he's a dog. Welcome to the team, Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's probably going to be super frustrating and managed. Maybe unplayable, but in best ball, hopefully he just has some big games. Let's do the Torrey Horton thing. Let's take Keandre Lambert Smith. We're down to 5. Fun team. I like the Pierce Woody. Man, I'm not going to lie. Doing a bunch of drafts at once does take some out of me. Just like all the dopamine leaves my body, especially when I'm doing batches of 10 DraftKings. I did 5 this morning, did 10 at lunch. I'm going to take a break, get some food, do 10 more tonight. It's not been like confirmed he has a Jones fracture, by the way. That was just like theorized, I think. Sure. We'll do Jerome Ford and Stafford and backstack Stafford. He's back stackable. I guess I can feel it in my shoulders. This team is only through round 11. Batches of 7. Batches of 7 are easier, Sauce, but that requires me to do another hour. So we're doing 10. Worthy's probably a better click, but he has more downside too. You know, like Metcalf's going to be relatively safe. We'll do Trevor with Hunter. We started this stream bright-eyed and bushy-tail, starting about. If you missed it, we were talking about Survivor contests earlier. This is the Saquon Derrick Henry team. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll do Theo Johnson as our third tight end. ADP's meaningless. We're just getting guys. Do Ferg with Dak. If I had 4 monitors, I could definitely do more drafts. We're just going to reach for Tua here. Is it a reach? Yes, but we have Achane and Tyreek, and we would be majorly blown if we don't get him. We really quite need a running back to work out for this team. Fine. We'll do Nick Chubb. I hate it, but we're going to do it. Football and chess, you're in the right place. Can I do chess? You know what, guys? We'll play a blitz game after this. No one's stopping us. No one's stopping us. The only thing I'm hurting is my own algorithm. Put it in the chat. Do you want to see a chess game after this? I'll start a YouTube poll. Don't care about how running backs are listed on the depth chart. It's all made up. I'll take Yoshi Voss with Burrow. The badge is earned for lifetime. Yeah, it's a great documentary. The AlphaGo one, I saw that when it came out, probably. Remember to breathe, folks. Nothing reminds me like drafting. I don't know how many teams I've drafted in the past couple days. A lot. Yes, if I ran the world, teams would tweet out their depth charts every day, every hour. 30-second bullet chess. We'll play like a blitz game. 3+2 or something. Piece of the Ravens, piece of the Bills. I think this pick should just be a wide receiver. Do we do Zay Jones? Get a little crazy? Why not? Who else has Zay Jones? Rise up if you got a lot of Zay Jones. Zay Jones helped me win a best ball contest one year. He's not a bad guy in my book. How long are your chess matches when you compete? Anywhere from game. Yeah, let's just take Gino and figure out some backstacks for him. Michael Mayer and co. Anywhere from like 5-6 hour games to hour-long games to like hour and a half, probably the most common one. 45 minutes each side. Okay, we need running back here. We need tight end. I'm gonna go Rashad White. I think there's major downside for Rashad White, by the way. Like just Sean Tucker's a thing, so not really. I did have Gabe Davis ranked for a little bit, but I put him as like last in the rankings. Maybe I'll take him on that Josh Allen team, just in the sense that no one else has. The truth is, folks, there's some guy who's sitting on the street right now. Maybe it's Will Fuller, whoever, who no one has drafted and is going to be probably a good fantasy pick this year. Happens every year. DJ Giddens. Yeah, I get some Giddens. I'm not like jamming him, though. Needs a Taylor injury, right? All right, we got plans for this team. Freakish plans. Plans that'll make people vomit. We're going to do Kate Otten with Rashad White. Little team bet there. Xavier Weather. We're going to go 2 and Tyler Higbee with Stafford. Backstack completed. Mitchell Tinsley. I forget whose team he's on, but I've heard the name. Oh, he's on the Bengals. Yeah. No, we're not doing that one. I mean, like it's Yoshi Voss, and then there's him, and then there's Burton. We're down to 4. I think I like don't blink when I do these or something because my eyes are exhausted. Maybe I'll get a pizza after this. Do I think BBM gets filled? I think it does, AB, but it's going to be close. Might not somehow. Okay, I think we're going one more tight end and a wideout here. It's the blue light. I think you meant BBM, but funny autocorrect. NFL players' names always autocorrect on me. Okay, let's take. Did Amari Cooper go? Yeah, he did. We'll take Trey Tucker. I was so confused, Jacob. I was like, wow, I usually know NFL rosters pretty well. He goes, yo, I thought I was in my MLB live stream. I was also confused who this was directed at. Maybe I'll go to the gym after this. What are your thoughts on so many contests not filling? I think it's the variety of options. You know, I think it's, and maybe you could give me more details which ones you're talking about. Because if you're talking about like the marathon and the sprint, I think it's because people don't like those ones. But I think it's the variety of options. I think the economy's a little down. It's probably it. Some would say a recession indicator. Best ball mania, maybe not filling. I just shrunk my thing. This is a lot better. Tariffs. Beefy said tariffs. Getting a pizza and going to the gym. Life is full of choices. Why not both, man? Why not both? Okay, we got plans for these picks. We are out of money. We've been drafting since February. Honestly, John, there's some credence to that too, where it's just more volume of draft action happened for the pre-draft stuff. Yeah, we'll take Rodgers as a third quarterback with Metcalf. You know, like the big board, the biggest board. I forgot about all that stuff. Well, even the puppy might overlay. What's the someone tell me the puppy fill rate right now? Are y'all ready for this? Boom, 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 boom. Well, yeah, and some people have moved on to week 1. That's the truth too. Conklin, baby. Who else has a team with Higbee and Conklin to go with Stafford and Herbert? What other freaks out there got this? Herbert, Penix, Stafford, Josh Jacobs, Brees Hall, Pacheco, Ford, Damian Pierce, Taj Brooks, Chase McConkey, J-Mo, Debo, Sheed, Mooney, Higgins, Tutu, Goddard, Higbee, Conk. When that one's at the top of the boards, you were here. Jonnu. With Rodgers as well. Sometimes it just falls into your laps. And you know what? We'll take Pat Freiermuth too. If he's there, we'll do the 12 personnel Steelers. We'll even let people know we're doing that. Puppy ain't filling. I might auto draft the puppy if it doesn't fill. I'll just throw 150 teams into that. Autoed. Why not? What does this team need? Third tight end can't hurt, can it? Dawson Knox? Michael Mayer? No. Noah Fant! He could be a terrible pick, but we're doing it. You know what? We'll take Theo. He's like the last of the tight ends. Tight ends sometimes freak off these shelves, you know? I wouldn't be scared of the Jennings bags at all, man. He's back at practice. He went down in price, though. You got Golden. You're good. Tajay Spears, okay, he's a 0 to start the year, period. However, the money is often not won early in the year. Go look up Rashad. You know what? I'll show this for you. Courtesy of Fantasy Pros. Is Amari Cooper gone? We don't even really want him. We just want to stack. Boom. Okay. I won BBM one, I think, in 2020. Nope, 2021. These were Rashad Penny's game logs. Effectively a 0. Weeks 1 through 8. Weeks 1 through 12, a 0. Through week 13, he had a 7-point game. Then what happened? 26, 5, 19 and a half, 31 and a half. Okay? So relax if your guy's going to be a 0 to begin. Your goal is to get him to the playoffs. Draft good enough teams to get him to the playoffs. I'll post that for people on Twitter. Is there a reason why it's not better to draft on drafters than the marathon? I hear you on the fill rate, but probably because you can win 500K on drafters is what people are thinking there. Because the way a lot of people think about it, yeah, we're doing the 4 tight end freak team. Jonnu, Freiermuth, someone's gonna be a winner. Guess I need one more running back. Don't die. We'll try to take Miles Sanders with Dak. Well, to be clear, drafters fill rate has drastically changed over the past couple days. What's this team need? Trey Tucker, of course. What if you need a Geno, Cooper, Trey Tucker stack to win Best Ball Mania? Okay, we got plans for this last pick. Aaron, I would be taking stabs at both, but I'm team Keaton Mitchell over Hill right now. Think I should go another wide receiver here. It's not an easy call, though. Because one of my wide receivers is Jaden Reed. One of them is Jordan Addison, and 2 of them are Amari Cooper and Trey Tucker. So, yeah, it's close. I think we'll do wide receiver, though. Let's take Alan Lazard, man. Who's taking Alan? Oh, nope. We took Parker Washington. Don't even hate that one. We scrolled past him. Parker Washington stacked with Trevor. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. When Travis Hunter's not in the slot, Parker Washington is. Boom. How do you spell Tajay Spears' name, man? Tyjae. I was close. I had an extra A. There's a chance we don't max this too. That's how we do it. I keep drafting my best ball manias just to see if any get canceled. And if you maxed, you should also check because sometimes they do cancel teams late. It's kind of a fun team. What if you need Nick Chubb and Miles Sanders to score the most points this year? Cavante Turpin, some of you guessed it. Why not? Dak, Herbert, Rodgers, Bucky, Pacheco, Tootin, Chubb, White, Sanders, Lamb, McConkey, Pickens, Metcalf, Debo, Shakir, Turpin, forgotten John Freiermuth. All right, folks, that's what I got today. If you're just tuning in, we went over survivor strategy. We went over a managed team I draft. We drafted a bunch of drafters. Promo codes for Splash Sports, RT Sports drafters. They're all there. Have a wonderful day. We got draft teams. Peace. Join the Discord. Links below. BeatBestBall.com.